back from Tahoe. It was a super fun trip, super cute, very, very nice. I hope you guys enjoyed the footage. We had a lot of fun filming it. It was a really good trip. We didn't get to show a whole lot because we were with family and they like their privacy, but it was very nice and it was just cold enough. It was around like the 40s. And I was thinking that I should start showing you guys what I get from work. Because it's cannabis related and we want to start talking more about cannabis. We are in Los Angeles where California has legal marijuana, so we have this rolling tray with Beavis and Butthead on it. But how cute is this? Next, ooh, I've been wanting to try this, the Sativa Bone pre-roll from Grizzly Peak. What else? Oh, something I've been wanting to try for a long time. This is the King's Garden Royal Concentrates in Pie-Ho. It's a batter. It's an indica dominant hybrid. And then this is what it looks like. Sorry y'all, my camera died on me. Next in here, I got a Malibu Cannabis Flower single cartridge. This is their goji berry. Has 87% THC in it. It's going to be a sativa dominant hybrid. Smells bomb. Terpenes on this smell really good. I've never had goji berry before. And then I got this Gold Flora white gold disposable pen. It's a 1-to-1 CBD to THC, lemon lime flavored. I've actually been eyeing that. Can't wait to try that. These 1-to-1 gummies, 5 pieces. It's pineapple mango. It is THC and CBD in it. This is from Pacific Reserve. Read maps, that's what it's looking like. That's what the Pacific Reserve gummies look like. We have the same ones in the sour apple. And then we have some Plus Unwind Concord Grape gummies. I do believe these have CBD in them as well. They have 90 milligrams of THC to 10 milligrams of CBD per 10. And that's what they're looking like. Cool thing about Plus, I think I've said this already, but they are kosher. And then I have this Comfort Plus, the Sweet Relief Comfort Plus Balm Body Butter for aches and pains. I'm actually not going to use this. One of my family members is having some discomfort, so I'm going to give it to her and see how she likes it. 3C Banana Split 1 gram nug is a indica. And lastly, I got these 3C liquid joints. It's a liquid joint. It has 10 milligrams of THC to 2 milligrams of CBD in there. And it looks like this. This flavor is pink lemonade. It's a nano shot too, so it's going to work really fast. Nanos usually work in about 15 minutes. 10 to 15 minutes you start to feel the effects versus the 30 minutes, 45 minutes to an hour you would do for a regular edible. And I have the same thing in grape. I have another one in watermelon. Then I have a 3C joint that's testing at 19%. Okay, y'all, I've had to move hella times. I'm gonna be super fast at this because we're running out of lighting and it's died on me and all types of shit. So I got this Malibu Flower right here. Already opened it, started smoking it, love it. It's an indica, not my fave. Still like it though. I got these Malibu Boogie Board pre-rolls. They were infused pre-rolls, indoor flower rolled in keef. This is their sativa. As you can see, smoked them all, but loved the pre-rolls. Let's talk about this bad boy here. This is Tropaya from Locals Only. Look how beautiful that is. Been loving it. I've been making these little sandwiches, put a little flour because I don't have a rig, so I just put a little flour at the bottom, grind up flour, put it in there, put a couple, not a lot, little douche, put some more flour on top in my piece. You can also do it in a bong, smoke it, good to go. Doesn't leave a whole bunch of resin in your bowl. You're not, heating up the I think this is resin. I'm pretty sure this is live resin. It's not leaving a whole bunch of resin in the bowl. You're not burning up your live resin. You're not getting the temperatures too high, fucking up the smoke. It's pretty good and good to go. This is also a Malibu concentrate pen on a raw garden battery. I don't remember what it is, but I know it's an indica. And then I have these Valhalla strawberry lemonade sativa gummies. I really like these. Texture's pretty good. And then I have these Kana Nanos. This is their holiday collection. This is Sugar Plum. It's an indica. Don't love indicas. Love these. You know what? I also got these Plus gummies in Cloudberry. This 5 milligrams of THC to 1 milligram of CBN and 1 milligram of CBD. I really like those. They do give me a bit of a hangover, even though they're specially formulated for sleep. And they're only 5 milligrams. I feel a little I took 2, my usual 10. I take 10 of everything else. Was feeling a little groggy the next day. Took 5. Another day it was fine. Hey guys, so I actually forgot to show this Jeter Juice Live Resin vape pen. It's called a straw. It's in Kush Mints, which is a hybrid. I end up really liking this. It was great for daytime, and I would purchase this. I have some chocolates and a tincture downstairs. I will put them up on the screen if I remember. I know the tincture for sure is the Habit Pure THC water soluble tincture. It's really good. I took way too much yesterday. I got super high while I was trying to cook dinner, and it was a little much for my nerves. I had to lay down because I was like buzzing. But you know, with good measure, it's pretty good. It comes with a little syringe. It's good to go. So yeah, my camera's about to die. I'm waiting for Dee to come back from her family's house. She's celebrating Thanksgiving with her dad and stuff and her siblings. So I'm gonna wait for that and get high and do some work, and I'll see you guys later.
And shoot your desired dose. California's standard dose is 10 milligrams of THC.
Other places have them higher. Did you know we were the first state to ban cannabis too, though?
Of course we were. Of course California was the first state to ban cannabis. We're too close to the border for that not to be a thing. Okay, so we're about to test out the watermelon flavor of the company's 3C, but the product we're trying is called Liquid Joints X3 Formula, and it's flavored watermelon. There's 30 milligrams in here, but we're not taking all 30 milligrams. Why are we not taking all 30 milligrams?
Because you're a punk and you can't take 30 milligrams of drugs.
You know, 10 milligrams is where I'm at. Oh, the suggested dose is 10 milligrams, which that means there's 3 doses in there. But I suggest if people are not weed consumers or weed ingesters regularly, to only take half of 10, which is 5. But you can always take more, and don't take more, in my opinion, probably within like the first hour and a half. At least wait a whole hour and a half. You drink more? Just drink it.
I'm about to be hated.
It's like, I mean,
15 milligrams about.
Yeah, 50 milligrams.
It does taste like a club shot. One of my coworkers was like, it tastes like a shot that you get at the club. It does, without the alcohol. You might as well just finish that. 50 milligrams is too much.
Holy.
You know? Without the alcohol burn, it tastes like a club shot.
You know what's crazy? I agree. It's just a weed shot. Like, when you're taking a regular shot, you taste whatever flavor's in the liquor first, but then you taste the liquor. You taste whatever flavor's in here, and then you taste the weed.
Mm-mm.
I guess I'm going to take the rest, and we're going to go on this bumpy ride together.
Excuse me, I gotta get some lotion.
Anyway, I get a 6 out of 10 for taste, and the only reason I say that because I do like the way the watermelon tastes, but you can taste weed after you taste the watermelon. And I've had
aftertaste, no?
Yeah, it's aftertaste. I've had actual weed drinks that like don't taste like weed at all. Like you drink that was the lemonade we had, right? In that weed shop?
Oh yeah, the dispensary?
Yeah, we went into a weed shop one time and they were giving out like free samples or free dabs or whatever. So they gave us a little cup of, it was a lemonade. And when I tell you it was bomb, didn't taste like weed, and it had us lit. I don't even know how much was in that. We just drank whatever they gave us.
But do you see the difference in the types of dispensaries? A trap shop where they let you ingest weed. It's not legal, but let you ingest weed on the premises. Boom, we're wasting time. All right. You know what I want to talk about? Dating in this motherfucking pandemic. Bro, can we talk about it? Can we discuss how trash ass it is? How fucking terrible
it is.
Dating is. And I know, girl, there's a lot of things that come into play here. We could talk about a lot of stuff on a historical level. We could talk about a lot of stuff on a cultural level. We could talk a lot of stuff, you know, in terms of media and things and how that plays a part in how we view things. But at the end of the day, I'm not happy and I'm not having it.
Yeah, no. I am no longer on well, I guess apps, dating apps. And the reason that is because I don't even know how to explain the shift, but from before the pandemic to the beginning of the pandemic, and it didn't take long. It was like right as a lot of things started to close and more people were not going out and more people decided to make accounts or whatever the case may be. But it just got really weird and really creepy, and I was just like, I wasn't getting any luck on any of the apps, so I decided to delete them. But dating in the middle of a pepperoni is hard, not satisfying. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like now that things are open and both of us are vaccinated, that I'm willing to go out and do things. We've been to a few concerts, but I don't want to go, and I know that there's way more opportunities to meet people, especially for dating purposes, than just like the club and the bar and stuff. But I don't even want to be like at a bar or a club anymore where you can interact with people, because there's usually too many people. Like, I don't think LA did a great job of controlling how many people they let in now that other things are open. So it's like you don't even want to go out because you don't want to be around all these people, but that's how you meet people. That's how you meet people, you know, face to face. You go out and you do activities, or you go to places where it's social. But it's like, even me vaccinated and both of us wear masks when we're out, I still, because people are careless and reckless and they don't care, and that makes me not want to be around people.
Yes. Carelessness, oh my god.
That's a whole nother topic.
Yeah, like, I mean, but also in the realm of dating, you know, carelessness in dating, people being careless about how they treat other people, people being careless about the moves that they make and how it affects other people, people being careless about, you know, the way that they go about doing things.
And usually, in my experience, when you're careless about a lot of things in your personal life, or when it comes to interacting with others, that means you're reckless. And you know, it's all fine and dandy if people want to be reckless with their own bodies and do whatever they want to do. That's fine, but you have to take into account how that recklessness can hurt another person if you are trying to date. If you're trying to date and you're trying to be reckless, you need to be upfront about that. That needs to be something that's talked about, like, hey, I do X, Y, and Z. If you're going to be reckless and you're still interested in dating, in my opinion, you should be upfront about that. I also think on the other end, the person that's not reckless or whatever, because both of you guys could be reckless, but that needs to be a conversation. I think that people are not being honest about what they want, and that turns around and bites them in the ass, because they usually end up getting not what they're looking for because they're not honest up front. Because if you're reckless and you want to just, you know, casually date and have sex or whatever, there's plenty of people out here that will do that. Dating,
I'm just
dating
so
disheartened. It's very disheartening.
But you know what? I will say that it did teach me how to lock my shit down a little tighter. Mm-hmm. because my filtration system is just getting more fine-tuned, and I'm calling upon the great fire sign energy to just pop off at any moment. You ever notice that fire signs don't even wait for an explanation to be had as soon as they feel offense?
That's it.
So I'm with it. I'm with that. I feel that. I feel like it's working for me. It's keeping me a little, you know, less annoyed because I'm not investing as much time and then being disappointed that it didn't work out when they showed me in the beginning that the shit was not about to be good. I'm not wasting no energy texting, calling, going on a date. No. We're just not doing it.
And please don't fucking try to message people when you don't really have nothing to say. Like, that shit has started to aggravate me in a way that it never has before. But, like, one, texting, you can't, there's no connection that's actually really being formed. But if you're asking a question or, you know, talking about meeting up or talking about having a phone conversation or whatever it is, you know, that's fine. But please don't, hi, how you doing? What are you doing all day? Like, people have lives, people have jobs. For what? Like, because, I don't know, I feel like if there's no substance to it, there's no need for you to be messaging like that all day. Like, people have lives. And I try not to be on my phone, bro. So can we just, you know, call and talk or go out? Because if not, we don't need a message all day, every day. And that also confuses things. Like, if you're not interested in something serious or something long-term or something where eventually it turns into a relationship or something committed, whatever that looks like for you, because, you know, there's a whole spectrum of those things. Don't try to message someone every day and then be mad that they have become emotionally invested, whatever that looks like. That's what messaging every day does for a lot of people. Keep it on the same terms. If you just want something casual, you guys
casually talk.
Yeah, talk when you talk, you know, meet up whenever you guys meet up, and that could be the end of that. Just, I don't know, I feel like consideration is another thing that people have completely lost in the pandemic. We're still in the middle of the pandemic. I know things are open, but like, just be respectful, be courteous. It's not complicated, in my opinion, and it's not complicated. Just make other people's lives easier, because guess what? There's a lot of other shit going on. You don't have to make people's lives harder.
People are miserable, so they're gonna make you know, the people who are not internally reflecting or having any accountability, or maybe are not as objective. There's a lot of things that come into play in that. Yeah. But they're gonna be like, well, no one's making my life easier, so I'm not gonna make your fucking life easier. That's a lot of people's sentiment and mentality.
I could see how people could get like that, but I personally don't want to be that person. Even if I feel like people are not being considerate towards me, I would still like to be considerate towards others. It's more positive energy that you put into the universe. Like, I get it. I know life's not easy. I know that there's a lot of things that could be going wrong in people's lives. You never know what's going on, but like, sometimes you just have to be as positive as you possibly can about the small things. Mm-hmm. Like, sometimes there's just things you're not going to be able to control, and, you know, you have a bad day, you don't want to be bothered. That's fair, but you don't have to be rude or inconsiderate or like, I feel like people don't know how to take constructive criticism either in regards to that, especially from the people that care most about you. If they're trying to tell you something, it's like, bro, you came at us sideways. Like, isn't that the place in life where you would want to be most willing to change that if you are interested in keeping those relationships and ties? I know that we were talking about people we really don't know at the start of my little ramble, but just in general, like, be more positive, more considerate to the people you know and to the people you don't know. Like, I just feel like overall that's going to make your life better in some type of way, in my opinion.
But a lot of people don't give constructive criticism, which is why a lot of people can't take constructive criticism.
That's also true.
Yeah.
Because it really depends on how you say it.
Well, not even that. Just like whatever their observation is, because somebody could be a fucking smooth criminal, you know, and say the things all nice, but if your grievance is it's really a you problem, and you're like, well, this is my grievance and it's your problem, not mine. And, you know, that's a fine line to walk, but I feel like there are times to be selfish. There are times to be more empathetic, and then you're, you know, worrying about the other person's problems or whatever because you're sympathetic or empathetic. And then there are times to, you know, take a step back, be a little objective, see what the fuck's really going on. And for some reason,
That's
that
hard
middle
sometimes.
one, a lot of people want to fucking make everybody else's problem their problem, or they want to make their problems everybody else's problems. But no one really wants to walk the fine line of taking a step back. Like, maybe everybody's at fault. Like, maybe you're a dickhead and they're a dickhead.
Yeah.
And then the solution to whatever y'all's problem needs to not only be the work of one, but the work of all. That's true. The beef.
That also goes into dating. I mean, I know that we got off the subject a little bit, but
still,
like, because in my opinion, if you're dating someone and it's not just casual, like, it could be, you know, just seeing someone once or twice a month, so on and so forth. But if that's consistent and that's effort, that means that you're building ultimately a relation with that other person, whatever that looks like. But that means that you have to be able to walk that middle ground, walk that fine line, be able to know when you have been a dickhead and they may have been a dickhead, and have those hard conversations. Like, that's what building relationships and forming relationships is. I mean, I will say this. I feel like this year and last year and slowing down everything because of the pandemic has helped me be able to sit with myself and understand myself more, which in turn has helped me with what I want and what I'm looking for in terms of dating and, you know, romantic relationships or platonic relationships. But you have to sit with yourself. You have to take time to just sit with yourself and actually be like, what the fuck do I want? And I feel like that's very difficult for whatever reason, for people our age. I don't know. I can't speak, 10 years plus and 10 years minus. I can't say much, but people our age, it's like so hard. It's like, bro, sometimes you gotta ride the horse alone, bro. Like, I know it's not easy to be by yourself a lot, but
it's not easy being cheesy, man.
I think the only way for you to actually form relationships that are most beneficial and, most growth, if that's what you're looking for in relations, is when you actually sit with yourself and figure out what you want. On each side of it, like, receive and also give in whatever relation or capacity you're trying to do. If you don't even sit with yourself and know exactly what you want and what you need and what you're willing to give and what you're not willing to give, that takes alone time. That takes time sitting with yourself and reflecting. And I know that is not possible for a lot of people, or people don't think in that manner. But for the people that do, that's the only way that you're going to build the type of relationships that are going, in my opinion, are going to last, if that's, again, what you're looking for. And I'm not just talking about in the romantic sense, like your long-term fucking roll dogs, like people that really want to be there for you and, support you in whatever it is that you do, and you support them in whatever it is they do. Like, there has to be some reflection on your part to know exactly what it is that you need or what you want. And also, that changes. It changes as you grow. It changes as you get older. It changes as you have experiences. Like, you have to do a lot of reflection on your own. A lot of times. It's not just a one and done, because guess what? Humans change. People change. Things change.
That being said, girl. Well, I mean, because, like, I'm not trying to be cynical, but us talking about this just, like, really points out that the problem is bigger than dating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's about people and their lack of reflection. It's about the way people go about their lives. All this running around people want to do and not sitting. And, a lot of people don't get the chance. I'm not saying that this is a luxury that everybody has. I'm being very empathetic to, like, when you're worried about surviving, you don't have time to worry about goddamn your relationships with people. You're trying to make sure you eat, have a roof over your head, clean clothes, all that good stuff. Like, I'm not even going, everybody has their moments. And that's really the catalyst to a lot of people's problems, both poor and rich. and so on and so forth. So the problem is just, girl, the universe, well, the society. I'm not gonna put that on, you know, but yeah,
it's hard to want to change.
Yeah, it's hard to, you know, we're trying to break generational curses over here.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to make shift happen. Hello.
Break societal curses too, man. Oh
Yeah.
Lord, society has people in a chokehold.
It's done a number. So yeah, thanks for hanging in, guys. We know this is only episode 2, and it's been a while since the pilot. We filmed the pilot in like November of 2020.
We did?
Or something like that. Yeah, we filmed in the fall of 2020. It is now about to be, it's the end of fall 2020, so it's been a whole year. But it's giving TV pilot, you know. The first episode will be goddamn 2-3 years before they even make the rest of the series. It's giving TV pilot.
There's so many things that we've done in between and are trying to work on and grow and build. We have our website up. That's nice.
So make sure you guys check out virgobitches.com.
We also have our shop up. We just opened that up within like the last week. So, you know, there's things on there that you guys can go and buy. And it's not just Virgo related. It's for everyone. So if you guys want to check it out, it's on our shop page on virgobitches.com. By the time this comes out, our first giveaway will be wrapped up. But that is something that we're hoping to be doing on a regular basis. Where we buy one thing in our shop that we have in our shop and we give away to our fans, our people that follow us on all of our platforms. So hopefully that will be coming out in the next few weeks if we do decide to be as regular as we want to be. So look out for that so that you guys can sign up for our giveaways, because we're trying to be, you know, more with our peoples and, you know, grateful for our peoples and thankful for our peoples. Our pack. Actually, our pack.
Gang.
That's really what it's about. We're trying to form a pack. Even our online people's community, yes, and like-minded individuals that understand where we're coming from, because we know we're not meant for everybody.